Have you ever wondered why another woman can attract men with just a glance, while you seem to struggle with the same effect? I've witnessed this firsthand. My friend Eleanor walked into the party wearing what she called just a simple dress. But it wasn't simple at all. It was a deep sapphire blue that seemed to make her silver hair shine like moonlight, and her eyes sparkle with an inner fire I hadn't seen in years. Within minutes, I watched as conversations naturally gravitated toward her. Men who had barely noticed her before suddenly found reasons to speak with her. Hi, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm going to share with you 6 colors that can make older women more attractive to men in seconds. These colors will make you feel radiant, confident, and irresistible no matter your age. So, if you're ready to turn heads and feel fabulous, keep watching. Make sure you never miss a tip on how to feel fabulous and confident. Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you stay updated with all our empowering content. Save this video so you can easily come back to it whenever you need a little style boost. Let's dive right into the first color that will instantly boost your appeal and why it works wonders. Deep sapphire blue. I'll begin with something that changed my understanding of color entirely. An observation I made while watching how certain shades seem to unlock a woman's inner radiance. There's something almost mystical about deep sapphire blue and how it interacts with mature skin. The ancient Egyptians believed blue was the color of the heavens and eternity, reserved for gods and pharaohs because it represented eternal wisdom and divine power. Modern color psychology confirms what they intuited. Blue creates an immediate sense of trustworthiness, stability, and depth that people find irresistibly attractive. But for women after 60, deep sapphire blue has this remarkable ability to make silver and white hair look intentional and luminous rather than merely gray. It brightens the eyes, creates contrast that defines facial features, and somehow makes the skin appear more radiant without any effort at all. Research from the Color Marketing Group shows that when women over 60 wear deep blues, observers rate them as more confident, more sophisticated, and more approachable than when wearing other colors. The effect is so consistent that some psychologists call it the sapphire confidence phenomenon. So, invest in one perfect piece in deep sapphire blue, whether it's a blouse, a dress, or a jacket. This is the color to wear when you want to feel powerful, confident, and magnetic. Deep sapphire blue is a color that doesn't shout for attention, but it commands it with quiet elegance. It has the ability to make you feel poised and in control while radiating calm strength. When you put it on, notice how differently people respond to you. There's something about this rich, regal hue that grabs attention without being overwhelming. People will start to take notice, whether it's a compliment on your outfit, a longer glance, or a subtle shift in how they engage with you. This isn't about following fashion trends. It's about understanding that certain colors create harmony between your outer appearance and your inner wisdom. But while sapphire blue speaks to trust and depth, there's another color that whispers of passion and timeless elegance.
2. Rich Burgundy wine. Building on this idea of colors that enhance rather than compete with maturity, there's a shade that I've seen transform countless women from merely present to absolutely captivating. My neighbor Dorothy, 72 years old, told me she'd avoided red her entire life because she thought it was too bold for someone like her. But when her granddaughter convinced her to try a rich burgundy sweater, not bright red, but that deep, wine-dark shade with hints of purple and brown, something remarkable happened. She felt like herself for the first time in years, not like she was trying to be younger, but like she was finally being more her. The ancient Romans associated deep red with nobility and power, while medieval scholars believed Burgundy represented the perfect balance between passion and wisdom. They understood something that modern research confirms. Darker, more complex reds create sophistication rather than attention-seeking. Here's what makes rich burgundy particularly magical for women after 60. It complements the natural warmth that comes with maturity while adding a subtle suggestion of vitality and passion. Unlike bright reds that can clash with changing skin tones, burgundy works with your natural coloring to create depth and richness. The key is choosing the right depth. Think fine wine rather than fire truck. The practice here is what I call graduated boldness. Start with burgundy accessories, a scarf, earrings, a handbag. Notice how it makes you feel. Then gradually incorporate it into larger pieces as your confidence grows. If you're loving the power of rich colors like burgundy, hit that like button. This color can truly transform your look and give you that captivating energy. After 60, you've earned the right to wear colors that reflect your complexity, your depth, your accumulated passion for life. Burgundy doesn't make you look younger, it makes you look like the fascinating woman you've become. We also have a color that connects you directly to nature's most enduring symbol of growth and renewal. 3. Forest Emerald Green. As we've explored the trust-building power of sapphire and the passionate sophistication of burgundy, we encounter a color that speaks to something even deeper: your connection to life's eternal renewal. The emerald green creates an immediate connection to nature's most powerful symbol, the tree that grows more beautiful, more valuable, more majestic with each passing year. It suggests that you, like an ancient oak, have grown into your full magnificence rather than past it. When you wear this color, it subtly communicates that, like a tree, you have grown into your full magnificence rather than fading past it. There's something inherently grounding about this shade. It evokes the richness of forests, the depth of nature, and the undeniable sense of strength that comes from years of growth. This color doesn't make you look young in a conventional way. Instead, it brings out the magnificence of maturity. It celebrates your journey, your wisdom, and the unique beauty that has blossomed over time. It's the color of resilience, of a woman who has weathered storms, endured challenges, and come out stronger, wiser, and more graceful. Just like the trees that hold their own in the forest, forest emerald green embodies the strength that comes with age, suggesting that rather than moving past your prime, you have reached a point of magnificent flourishing.
Color psychology research from the Institute of Color reveals that when women over 60 wear deep greens, others perceive them as more wise, more grounded, and surprisingly more vital and energetic. The color seems to communicate that your maturity is not decline, but full flowering. The beauty of emerald green is its versatility. It works beautifully with silver hair, bringing out golden undertones in fair skin and adding richness to deeper complexions. It's the color of someone who has found her place in the world and is comfortable claiming it. Try this. Wear forest green when you want to feel connected to your own strength and wisdom. Notice how it affects not just how others see you, but how you move through the world, with the confidence of someone who belongs wherever she chooses to be. Each builds upon the others, creating a foundation of colors that celebrate rather than disguise your maturity. We turn to a color that literally brings light to everything it touches. 4. Golden amber. When we build upon these foundations of trust, passion, and wisdom, we arrive at perhaps the most transformative color of all, one that seems to capture sunlight itself and wrap you in its warmth. My sister-in-law, Patricia, discovered this quite by accident when she inherited her mother's vintage silk scarf in what she called honey gold. She'd never worn yellow before, always claiming it washed her out. But this wasn't bright yellow. It was golden amber, the color of autumn leaves, of aged whiskey, of candlelight dancing in cathedral windows. The ancient Egyptians believed gold was the flesh of the gods, while Buddhist philosophy teaches that golden colors represent enlightenment and the wisdom that comes from spiritual maturity. They understood something profound. True gold doesn't shine with the brash brightness of youth. It glows with the warm radiance of earned illumination. It beautifully works with the natural warmth that develops in mature skin, creating an inner glow that seems to radiate from within, rather than relying on makeup or external enhancements. This color doesn't just sit on the surface, it enhances your natural essence and draws attention to your inherent beauty. The warmth of golden amber resonates with the natural changes that occur in the skin as we age, complementing and accentuating the tones that make you uniquely beautiful. What makes this color truly special is how it reflects a deeper inner glow, one that comes from years of self-discovery, confidence, and embracing the woman you've become. Golden amber isn't about trying to appear younger. It's about embracing the radiance that only comes with maturity. It's the color of a woman who has learned to be her own source of light. It suggests an inner confidence that doesn't need to be loud or flashy. It shines through naturally, effortlessly. Golden amber doesn't just make you look radiant, it makes you feel internally luminous. It's the color of someone who has transformed life's experiences into wisdom, challenges into strength, years into gold. Incorporate golden amber when you want to feel like your most radiant self. A golden scarf near your face, amber jewelry that catches the light, a top in that perfect honey shade that makes your skin seem to glow from within. If you're wondering whether you can pull off golden colors, ask yourself this: Have you lived 6 decades? Have you weathered storms and emerged stronger? Then you've earned your gold, and it's time to wear it with pride. Share your opinions in the comment. But as radiant as golden amber can make you feel, there's another color that adds an element of mystery and intrigue that's simply irresistible. 5. Midnight Purple. Extending beyond the warmth of golden light, we enter the realm of mystery and depth, a color that has captivated hearts and minds for millennia. The ancient Romans reserved purple for emperors and senators, recognizing that this rich royal color symbolized not only wealth, but also the wisdom earned through experience. It wasn't just a color of opulence, it represented the authority and intelligence that come from living a life full of challenges and triumphs. To wear purple was to convey that you had been tested by life, that you had the insight and gravitas that only years of experience could bring. It was a color that set you apart as someone who had earned their place through the trials and experiences they had overcome. In the medieval period, mystics and spiritual seekers associated deep purple with spiritual insight, a color linked to the mysteries of the universe and the kind of knowledge that only comes with living fully and deeply. It wasn't a color for the superficial or the fleeting. It was the color of those who had dedicated themselves to understanding the deeper meanings of life, who had spent years reflecting and growing. It suggests depth, mystery, and sophistication that can only come with accumulated life experience. Unlike bright purples that might seem frivolous, midnight purple communicates that you are a woman of substance, complexity, and fascinating depths yet to be discovered. Color psychology studies from the University of British Columbia reveal that when mature women wear deep purples, observers perceive them as more intellectually interesting, more emotionally complex, and more socially magnetic. The color seems to promise rich conversations and intriguing perspectives. But midnight purple does something even more remarkable. It makes silver hair look intentional and striking, rather than merely gray. It creates a sophisticated contrast that enhances facial features and seems to add an air of mystery to your entire presence. The approach here is what I call strategic drama. Midnight purple is not an everyday color. It's your secret weapon for occasions when you want to be remembered, when you want to command attention through sheer presence rather than effort. Have you ever worn purple or deep colors that make you feel more powerful and confident? How did it make you feel? Share your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear how colors have helped you embrace your wisdom and strength. Think of midnight purple as your evening color, your special occasion shade, your "I am more interesting than you realize" announcement to the world. Wear it when you want people to wonder about your stories, your thoughts, your fascinating inner world. 6. Coral Sunset. Moving from the mysterious depths of midnight purple, we encounter a color that embodies the perfect balance between warmth and sophistication, a shade that captures the essence of natural beauty at its most magnificent. Ancient Polynesian cultures revered coral as the color of life force and feminine power, understanding that its warm, organic hue represented vitality, that comes not from youth, but from embracing life fully at every stage. Modern color therapy confirms that coral tones stimulate both confidence and approachability, a rare combination. It brings warmth to the face without the harshness of bright orange or the sweetness of pink. It suggests someone who has learned to embrace life's beauty, someone who radiates warmth and positivity earned through experience. Coral Sunset works beautifully with both silver and white hair, creating a flattering contrast that enhances your natural coloring. This warm, rich hue brings out the depth of your hair, highlighting the shimmer of silver or the brightness of white, making both look even more radiant. It's a color that doesn't overpower, but rather complements the unique beauty that comes with age. But there's something deeper about this color than just its visual appeal. Coral Sunset is the color of someone who has learned that true beauty comes from inner vitality rather than the fleeting nature of external youth. It's a color that radiates confidence, wisdom, and self-assurance, showing that beauty isn't about trying to look younger, it's about embracing the vibrancy of life and the energy you carry within, regardless of age. The practice is gradual introduction. Start with coral accessories, perhaps a scarf or jewelry, and notice how people respond differently to your presence. Then gradually incorporate it into larger pieces as you discover the confidence it brings. Coral Sunset is the color of someone who refuses to fade into the background, someone who understands that her years have given her the right to shine, not hide. If you're ready to glow with earned confidence, consider making coral your ally. So, here we stand together, having explored 6 colors that can transform not just how others see you, but how you see yourself. Deep sapphire blue for trust and depth, rich burgundy for passion and complexity, forest emerald for wisdom and growth, golden amber for inner radiance, midnight purple for mystery and intrigue, and coral sunset for vibrant life force. The ancient Greek philosopher Heraclitus said, "Nothing is permanent except change." But I would add this: the change that comes with maturity isn't decline, it's refinement. Like fine wine that grows more complex and valuable with age, you've earned the right to colors that reflect your depth, your wisdom, your accumulated beauty. If you choose to embrace it, choose one of these 8 colors that resonated most strongly with you today. Find one piece in that shade and wear it with intention. Notice not just how others respond to you, but how you feel in your own skin. Pay attention to the confidence that comes from wearing colors that celebrate rather than camouflage your maturity. Attractiveness after 60 isn't about competing with younger women or trying to turn back time. It's about understanding that you've evolved into something more interesting, more complex, more deeply beautiful than you ever were in your youth. These colors don't make you attractive. They reveal the attractiveness that was always there, refined by experience and enhanced by wisdom. True beauty, the kind that comes from within and radiates outward through conscious choices about how you present yourself to the world, that beauty only grows stronger with time. Wear your colors with pride, my friends. Wear them as celebration of the journey that brought you here, as announcement of the wisdom you've gained, as invitation for others to discover the fascinating woman you've become. At 60 plus, you don't fade into the background. You step forward into your full, magnificent, colorful power. I'd really appreciate when you hit that like button and share this video with someone who needs a reminder of how to embrace the beauty that comes with age. Subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss any more tips on how to confidently celebrate your wisdom and strength. Remember, you've earned the right to wear your maturity with pride. Now go out there, choose that color that speaks to your soul, and let the world see your true, refined beauty.